We are well on our way to becoming a province and a nation predominantly of immigrants. The latest census shows our population has grown considerably since the last survey 5 years ago, and BC's population is growing faster than the national average. As Romina Dea reports, much of that growth is based on people moving here from other countries.
The Korean beer and spirits market is booming for James Hwang, an entrepreneur from Korea who now calls Port Moody home.
I sold almost 3,000 cases during last 9 months. It's a good sale.
So huge success.
Yeah, in BC and Alberta.
Hwang is one of thousands of newcomers to Port Moody, making the city the fastest growing area inside Metro Vancouver, according to the newest census numbers.
They're bigger townhouses in Port Moody than you would get in Kitsilano or Yaletown. Safe place for people to have their kids and go to the parks, and we have a good school system out here. So it's everything that, we're getting a lot of young families. That's where most of our growth has been.
Port Moody and Surrey are just some of the cities leading the way in BC, with population increases more than 3 times Victoria and Vancouver. More than 286,000 people have moved to this province since the last census 5 years ago, bringing the population to over 4.4 million. BC is the second fastest growing province in Canada, only second to Alberta.
Alberta, high rate of growth, about 10%, and that's what we're seeing for the past 2 censuses. But immigration is really the key factor in the growth of BC.
An influx of new immigrants isn't the only factor driving BC's population boom. There's been an exodus of people from other provinces moving out west for greater economic opportunities.
It's tied to the West's economic performance relative to the rest of the country. It's been a pretty good time the last 5 years. And, not surprisingly, Alberta led the way with 11% growth, but BC was close behind.
Close behind at 7%, a point above the national growth rate. Prosperous projections that can only be sustained, the experts say, if BC attracts more workers.